This is lesson 159, number skills. Have you guys been watching for the bone? Because I've hidden the bone in some of the lessons, so keep an eye out for it. I know you guys always love to find our classroom bone, so keep an eye out. You never know where it's going to turn up. It's not on this page, though. Okay, so we're going to look at this. This is a chart, and it has, well, it's number 1 to 100. Okay, so we're going to do before number and after. I'm going to go up here and get my pointer so that it's not, I don't mark all over the screen. And I want you to look carefully as I point to a number, and then we're going to do before and after number. Are you ready? Number 65. What comes before 65? Remember, you go backwards. 64. Okay, here we are at 65. What comes after? That's right, that's after. Remember, before, after. Okay, let me see. Around and around we go. And I'm going to stop at 48. What comes before 48? Did you say 47? If you did, you're right. What comes after 48? That's right, 49. Before and after. Okay, here we go, around and around again. 23. What comes before 23? 22. What comes after 23? 24. That's right. Okay, I'm going to pick a hard one. 40. What comes before 40? 39. That's right. What comes after? Oh, nothing. Whoops. What do we have to do? We have to go to the beginning of the next one. So after 40 is 41. Okay, that was a little harder because you had to go all the way to the next row. Okay, so let's go ahead. Go one more. What comes after? No, what comes before 97? Before 97. 96, that's right. What comes after? 98, that's right. So before, after. There. Okay, let's go on to our next little part. And this is clocks. And as you can see on the sidebar here, we have 5 clocks. We're going to figure out what each time is. Are you ready to do this? And we're going to write it. We need our 2 dots, right? We're going to put the 2 dots there right now. So let's look at this first clock. We have the shorthand is pointing to the 10. So first thing you do is you go up here on the first part, because remember we always go this way. So we have to do the first hand here, and it's pointing at the 10, so we have to write 10. Now we go to the other hand, the minute hand, which would go here. So that's the long one, and it is up to the 60, but we don't ever write 60. We don't write 1060. So when it's up, it's o'clock, right? It's 10 o'clock. Do you remember how to do o'clock? You guys are pretty good at this. O, you make the O, and then you make the second one look like a clock. So if that was a clock, it would look like this. 10 o'clock. Try to remember that, okay? So let's go to this one. This one, we go to the hour hand first, and it's halfway between the 1 and the 2. It's right halfway. So we call this half past what? Did it go to the 2? It didn't yet. So it's half past 1. So let's go ahead and put the 1 up here because we know it's 1 hour. but it's halfway past. Let's find out. So if the hand was up, it'd be a clock. It's not up. So we start with our finger here and we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this is 1, what? 30. Did you get that one? Good. I'm going to put this one back the way it was. Actually, I'm going to clear it like that and go to the next slide. Let's see what it does with this one. Hey, it just changed the clocks automatically. So I'm going to put my dots, because we always have to have dots, right? Not a meatball, just a dot. Okay, now we're going to, this first one, we're going to look at the hour hand, the short one. And it went past, well, you can't see what it went past, but you know it's 1, 2, 3, right? So that's a 3. It's a little past the 3. Did it go to the 4 yet? No. So we have to put up here in the hour, it's the hour of 3. And let's find out how many minutes. The minutes are pointing sideways. So we're going to count from here. 5, 10, 15. That's right, 15. So we're going to put a 15, a 1, and a 5, because teens always start with a 1. Now, remember, if it's pointing sideways, it's 15. Okay, this way. It would be different if it was pointing that way. So you count until you get to where the minute hand is. We do the hour first and then the minute. Okay, let's go over here. This clock has the short one, because we always look at the short one first, because things are shorter before they're bigger, right? So the short hand is between 5 and 6. So it didn't go to 6 yet. It's halfway past 5. So it's half past 5. Let's take our pencil, pretend pencil, your finger, and put a 5 up here, because it's half past what? 5. So it's still 5 hour. So let's count until we get to the bottom. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this one's pointing right. It's almost touching the 30. So 30. The short one can't even come close to these outside numbers. This comes close, but that one doesn't. It's closer to the bigger numbers. Okay, let's go to the next slide. After I clear this, I'm going to go to the next slide, and this is our last one. Gotta have my dot dots. Let's look at the shorthand. This is always first. So it's in between 8 and 9, but it's just past the what? Just past the 8. It's close to the 8. So we know it's still in the what hour? The 8 hour. So we're going to put 8 here because it's 8 hour. And now we count till we get to the minute hand. 5, 10, 15 is right. 15, you're right. Teens always start with a 1. And then you have the fifth. 8, 15. Very good. I'm going to clear that. And I'm going to go down here. We're going to work on our paper now. Oh, we have about 6 minutes. Okay. This says, circle the dimes you need to buy the ice cream. Ooh, there's ice cream. I want some of that right now. But mine would be not with regular ice cream. This one is 80 cents. That's not much for an ice cream cone. Yummy. So let's go over here. These are dimes. Do you remember what we count by when we count dimes? Do we count by ones? No. Do we count by fives? No, those are nickels. So this one would be the one we count by 10. So we're going to count them, and as we count them, we're going to, or circle them, we're going to count them too. Okay? Ready? 10. Is that enough to buy the ice cream cone? Nope, we're at 10. So let's circle another one and count 20, 30. Are we there yet? Nope. 40, 50. Are we there yet? No. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Are we there yet? Yes, we are. Let's count them to make sure. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Now we can buy ice cream. That looks like it's strawberry. Yummy. Okay, so let's go down here to the number 2 one. Add or subtract. I see something that doesn't belong. Did you see it? It's in my way. Okay. You're probably the first one to spot it. Okay, so let's go ahead, and these are addition. You see the plus here? All these have plus, but let's look on the bottom row. These aren't plus. This is still something we're fairly new at. We've been doing adding a lot, but we haven't done a whole lot of subtraction yet. So let's do these together. Here you go. 2 minus 1, or 2 take away 1. So hold up 2, take 1 away. What's the answer? Put it right there. Did you put a 1? That's right. Now hold up 10 fingers. You're going to have to put your pencil down for that. So hold up 10 fingers. Take away 10 fingers. Can you do that? Yeah, because you have 10 up. If you take them away, how many do you have left? You have nothing left because you took all 10 fingers away. Very good. You can pick up your pencil and write it now. 6. You're going to need both hands for that one too. So put up 6 fingers. Take away 1 finger. Whoosh. How many fingers do you have left? Write it here. Did you get 5? I hope. Okay, let's go down to the bottom part. These are number words. Now, number words, sometimes you just have to look at them and go, I know, teacher said that something that looks like Oni is a 1. Okay, but there's no Oni here. This has an O, an F, O, Er. You could actually read that one. So what you do is see the shape. You're going to read the number, and you're going to draw that many of those shapes. That's a star. And remember how I taught you to do your stars? You make them up and down, sort of like an A, but then you go across the middle of that, and then back to the beginning. You can do that. So up, down, like an A. Okay. So this one kind of a little bit short. There we go. Here we go. Do another one. Up, down. How many are we going to draw? I think we're going to draw 15 of them, right? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. Up, down, across, and back to the beginning. Okay, I just did those because stars are a little harder to do, but I wanted to teach you how to do that. The rest of these shapes you can do. So read this one. Do you remember what that one is? Remember to draw that many circles. This one is 12. Do you remember what, if it looks like 12, it's, I think you know what it is, okay? So draw that many rectangles. And then this one, if you tried to read that, it'd go, eget. Remember what an egret is. You can't read it, can you? So you just go, okay, it looks like it says egret, so it must be an, what do you think? Did you say 8? You're right. So you need to draw 8 triangles. Over here, there's, hey, this is the same word as that. That's interesting. We have that many of these, and then we have that many of these. So, did you figure out how many that is? 12? You know it's a 2, right? This one, you can actually read. It's like a 2-vowel word. It is a 2-vowel word. The I says I, and the E doesn't say anything. 5. So you make 5 of this shape. You can even make it that color if you want. You have your pencils with you now. Okay, so I am going to go up here. Oops, I am way past time. I hope this still goes on the thing. Oh, bye-bye. I will say bye-bye right now so that I don't get too long of a video. Bye.